My content is intended to be used and must be used for educational purposes only. It is very important to do your own analysis before making any investment based on your own personal circumstances. You should take independent financial advice from a professional in connection with or independently research any information you find from my videos that you wish to rely upon, whether for the purpose of making an investment decision or otherwise. All right, we got Wednesday. It is March 13th. It is kind of an interesting day. We had a little bit of a mixed bag. We had a big winner. I'm going to talk about how I'm managing that winner and how I like to manage winners. And then kind of just a mixed bag all around. Nothing really too crazy. I did add one position today. So let's get right into it. Let's go talk about the watch list. Yes, I'm going to start with PLD again. Yes, PLD let me down again. I do not know why I'm still in this position. I mean, this is just... It's been a battle. My May contracts are just putting in just an absolute work right now. The Theta is doing a number on this position. I mean, we've been just ping-ponging in and out, in and out, in and out. I mean, this is just, every time I think this can be a breakout, it's ridiculous. I mean, PLD, what are we doing? But we had a bearish engulfing today. I think I said yesterday my stop was going to be a close below this previous higher low right there, just because I would like structure to remain bearish, or excuse me, bullish. I would like to see a higher low be put in, higher, and then continue higher, put in like a higher high right there for a bullish structure. We did not create that. We closed lower today. I think price could be making some kind of flag over this like double bottom. That's probably likely. I think it's likely we see one more day of selling. I think it's likely we see here. I bet we reject here one more time and then maybe come right back down to this and then close higher. Maybe some kind of flag like that I could see. Clearly not ready. It looks very scary on the daily with this bullish engulfing sell candle on high volume. That's usually no bueno. If we go look at the hourly candle, where did we have all this volume? Well, we had all this volume pretty much near end of day. I mean, this volume candle is pretty egregious here at the hourly. So it is a good sign that this was likely at demand. It is not some kind of very high volume rejection up in supply. I think that would be much more concerning. But if we make a little line right there, okay, of course, that was so stupid of me. Of course it would just, it's our highest volume hourly close since about March 4th over here. So that was interesting, but I don't know, man. I mean, PLD's been a fucking thorn in my side. I am sick of this piece of shit stock. I do really think this is going to continue higher. I do really love how the real estate sector looks. Whether that happens this week or not, I have yet to find out. Stop on PLD is going to be a close below this lower high, or this higher low right here. As long as we don't break demand. I mean, we have been within here. I would like to see a decisive break below demand before I do sell this. I think that's a little bit of my FOMO playing out, and then a little bit of just, I mean, we've been here for what, how many fucking times, and we haven't broken demand? So kind of both of those playing into me keeping this position. I normally would trail it like that. I normally would, I mean, if this was in a trend and we were trending, we're clearly not trending. This is clearly consolidation, so I'm not going to sell because it broke below this higher low right here. But we've clearly been consolidating for the past, it feels like a fucking eternity, but that's my PLD rant today. We're going to be closing on a decisive close below demand, and it's likely going to be below 132.71-ish. Let's go take a look at IWM. IWM was pretty bearish on the short-term time, or shorter time frames, or the smaller time frames, if you will. So I'm not surprised we have this kind of daily candle. I mean, if you think about it, what we've been doing is we've been downtrending in these 3 days. The lower time frames are going to be downtrending, and it's pretty likely that, you know, we come up to this level right here. And since we've been in a downtrend, we'd be looking for a rejection here. So once the short term or the smaller time frames become bullish, I think this is definitely ready for upside. And I do really like how today performed, even though it was a kind of a long upper wick. I think that's actually pretty bullish. I think it is good that we went up and rejected. So if we go look at it, if we just turn this off, let's turn off our EMA so we can just see it. Let's just see the price action. Where did we reject? We rejected, I mean, the wick of today's candle rejected right here. So it's really no surprise. I mean, since we did break below it, I mean, we did test it on this candle, but it was kind of a wonky, like, pre-market just liquidity sweep or something. That might have been CPI day, I'm not sure. But it's not really a surprise since we did break down on this level. I would expect it to reject again before it would eventually break it. I wouldn't really expect a just one and done, like clean break of this rejection that we did have. So I do like that it rejected for the first time. I'd be looking for some kind of maybe W pattern. So oops, F that up. I'd be looking for some kind of like here, up here, reject resistance one more time. Maybe some kind of like double bottom right there before eventually breaking on that second go. So for how the daily looks, I like it more than you'd probably expect. So I do like that it held demand. I mean, it was very bullish. There's no selling going on at the morning. So it opened and then was straight up and then kind of had rejected at the end there. So do want to point out that this previous day was a VPA anomaly. We had higher sell volume on a smaller spread candle, so that was likely buying going on, and I do like the response today to kind of confirm that thesis. But I do like IWM for continued upside. Let's go talk about KKR. KKR was an interesting day. I mean, if we look at it, I mean, that looks pretty bearish to me. We obviously are still trading within these two very high volume buying days. And if we go look, let's go look at where those buying volume days would come in. If we had these two very high volume buying days and the majority of the volume was on like maybe these wicks or something, that would be extremely concerning. But if we go look at it, let's go look at it. Where did we have these buying volume days? We had it on Thursday, February 29th. Did we? I don't even know. I might be wrong. Let's go actually look. Daily candle when we have them. Thursday, February 29th and Monday, March 4th. So let's go look at it. Let's go look at Monday, March 4th and February 29th, February 26th, February 29th right here. So here's your February 29th day. We had a high volume open. We had a very small candle, very small spread. Very high volume candle right here, and then we continue to the upside for the rest of the day, and then close with some high volume at the end. And then Monday, March 4th, we opened. We had some very high volume buying during the open, I guess during the close, and then kind of the sell. I mean, those don't really look egregious. I mean, you had this big pre-market push, I guess, on KKR, but yeah, this looks pretty bearish. This looks like it's going to fail. I'm going to let it, let's see, look, where's it at the 9 EMA? Okay, close right at the 9 EMA. I guess I'm still going to take the side of this very high volume buying compared to previous, or compared to the current selling. I guess what matters honestly the most is when looking at the volume kind of tells you what could happen, but price action really dominates it. So I've been caught before just looking at the volume, and when actually, you know what, a perfect example right here. I'm gonna go look at Newmont. We're gonna look at the weekly. So let's go look at the weekly. You know what, actually let's go look at the monthly. So the monthly on Newmont, I took a call on Newmont and got absolutely smoked and learned this principle. Actually, you know what, I'm just gonna throw the principle out there. Volume precedes price. So what that means is volume precedes price. Basically, institutions have to load up their shares. Institutions cannot obviously just buy all their like position sizes at once, so they will likely basically what it means, I got a little tripped up there. I had to think about that again. I was going to try and explain it, and then I got confused in my head, so I paused it. But what I was going to try and explain is that volume precedes price. So yes, you can have your very high volume buying reactions. Like, see how this is the largest monthly buying volume of ever on this stock, on ever on Newmont, but look at where price is. I mean, we've been in a significant downtrend. So yes, like, institutions can hold on to these positions for however long, it doesn't really matter to them, but it's retail that sells off these positions. So I mean, if we look at what Newmont's done, I'm just gonna turn off the replay. I mean, it's sold off for sure, but look how much, like, look at the spread of this monthly candle compared to the volume. So we had a 16.66% down candle right there on pretty much no volume. So price was not ready. Volume was certainly ready, but price was not ready. So kind of same thing with like other positions. Like, the volume could certainly be ready, but the price action is kind of what matters in the intermediate. So the volume just kind of tells you, it gives you a little bit of a like hint as to what's to come. It's just the price action what matters in the short term. So I mean, price action on this, it's still bullish. We still have we're still making a We're making a higher low. There's your higher low. There's your bullish structure. We closed right back to it. And now if it does close below here, that would be a bearish structure because we took out. That would be almost a little bit of a double top look right there. But this could certainly just continue higher. We come up here, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So then we're trending. Then it looks really great on KKR. But daily volume and price action, obviously not great. Is it some egregious volume? I mean, yes, but no. I mean, we don't have some huge, like this isn't a huge candle. So I guess I'm just going to let price action decide where this goes. And if we close lower, we close lower. I'm comfortable with the risk. Kind of a nothing burger day. Kind of an inside candle, this one. And then we did have higher sell volume today. So might have put on the brakes on this one a little bit. I think it could go really either way. I mean, it's on the verge of breaking out right here. Whether it puts in a higher low tomorrow and we close higher, that's to be seen. But we did have a higher volume day today, so decent upper wick. Or bottom wick. Let's go take a look when the volume occurred. We had a nice high volume finish today. Extended trading hours. Okay, so it could honestly be some kind of flag right back to demand, and we break above it tomorrow. So actually don't hate that look now that I'm seeing that. And then we are doing it. We did have previous rejections over here that we came down and tapped it on this one and then tapped it today. So actually now that I'm looking at it, I don't mind that look. So nice job. Well, let's see if it can hold that demand tomorrow and close higher. 9 EMA, how's it looking? Right at there, right. I mean, that looks good. I mean, can we get a higher low tomorrow? Let's see. Come on, let's go. Let's go talk about ConocoPhillips. We had an amazing day today on ConocoPhillips. This is a great trade. Here's how I'm managing risk. So obviously we've had this short-term, very bullish reaction. We've broken from this wedge, and we had a nice gap up on high volume today. So what I'm doing, I'm not going to use specific numbers, but we're just going to ballpark. So I had about $1,000 position on this name for a shorter duration. So I had it for a shorter duration. Just because I felt more confident in the short term. Now, when I say shorter duration, I don't necessarily mean like, a weekly. I don't love having weekly contracts. I just think the volatility is not something I can really stomach. I'm not, and if I was able to stomach it, I'd probably have to be playing smaller position sizes, but that's a conversation for another time. So I had about around $1,000 position size in about a month out. And then what I did with that is, can I edit it? Where's the text box? This is ridiculous. Can I not edit it? Well, now I can hit the enter. That was crazy. I was literally hitting enter before. Okay. $1,000, it went to about 1,700, or about a 70% gain, and then the remaining 700 is rolled into longer duration. So we've had this nice short term. Now what we could easily do on this short term is pull back here and then go. I could definitely see that. Or we could continue higher and then why did the text box leave? I didn't even delete the text box. This is insane. TradingView, you're insane right now. 1,700, and then we go 700 in profit only and longer duration. So I can keep this on as like a risk-free position, and then longer duration just because I do want to hedge for any short-term bearishness. I don't necessarily want my risk-free position to be just absolutely destroyed. And since we've already made a nice profit on this, I'm not really interested in getting ultra aggressive in the short term on this name. So that's my plan on managing ConocoPhillips. So we are risk-free in this position as of now. This was a very, very, very nice winner. Nice 2% day today, so we're looking for continuation. And then a little side note about that, when I do close out that initial capital, I do immediately enter the new position. I just first, because I mean, if we continue higher tomorrow, then that's like my risk hedge. That's my long hedge. I see some kind of upside gain at least. I wouldn't necessarily want to enter it tomorrow, and then I don't know, it just kind of makes sense in my mind to close one and then open at the same time so I don't lose anything really. But that is the plan for ConocoPhillips. Let's go talk about CRM. CRM was a very interesting day today. I mean, volume finally rose for the first time, kind of, and we are still trading within. And it was a very small, very small spread candle, so nothing like too egregious. But we are still absolutely within this wedge, and we have yet to break it. So on the break, I will add half of my other position. I'm kind of in for only about half right now, but whenever this wedge breaks to the upside or downside, I think it's going to be upside just because it's high volume buying. But whenever this breaks about 308.92, I'll be getting long. So, or the rest of my position long. Let's go talk about Marriott. I did enter Marriott today. I didn't see the volume was that high today. Very nice job, Marriott. Kind of an inside bull candle. I've been kind of tracking. This is all my CPA shit all day today. All day. We are just grinding for. Super side note. Just absolutely grinding for the CPA right now. I am trying to get data on a candle. I call it the inside bull, but it's kind of, I don't remember what it was called, technically called. Commonalities. Let's see. Yeah, I can just show it. Doesn't matter. Chart patterns. Oh, the inside bull. Okay, the inside bull. So here's Texas Instrument. You had an inside bull. And then this was a reaction. So Marriott was forming an inside bull. Here's an inside bull on lows. And then this was the reaction. So I've had a few trading instances where we've produced an inside bull. We have a high volume, large green candle. And then we kind of have a decent bottom wick, decent upper wick, and then a high volume response to that candle as well. So a little bit of an inside bull. If this candle closed with a larger spread, this would for sure be an inside bull. But since, it's still closed within this candle pretty much, but kind of interesting there. So we did enter a new trade on Marriott. I guess let's break down why I took Marriott. Why did I take Marriott, you may ask? I took Marriott because I liked, excuse me. Let's turn off post market just so it's way less annoying. I liked the higher low right here being put in, and then I also really liked the retest of this downtrend, or this flag, if you will. And then on the volume profile or volume side, we have these two very nice high volume. Let me choose it. Thank you. High volume buying days, high volume buying right here. You had a nice push up right there. Kind of a just nothing consolidation phase, and then we had a nice high volume buying day right there, and then high volume buying day yesterday on a bullish engulfing, and we did create a higher low yesterday. So I was looking for specifically the close above this candle right here, and we closed pretty much right at it. So going to be interesting to see if we get some upside continuation on Marriott, but I do like it. Oh, whoa. Why is that changing my volume? I have two volumes on now. I must have turned off volume. That's crazy. The two volumes is like fluorescent. That looks weird. Anyway, that is Marriott. Let's go talk about Amazon. Amazon, I could definitely see I definitely can see a red day tomorrow. Probably close right here and then go. I'd absolutely love it. If we close on like a small spread red candle today, I'm going to be getting into my full position on Amazon. I really like how this is looking. Decent upper wick today, but it was on small volume, so I'm not too concerned. But going to be adding full position on Amazon when this does confirm the break of the bull flag. So that is going to wrap up what I got for today. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and any like, comment, or subscribes does go a long way. So I appreciate it, and thank you, and have a great rest of your day.